Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Vengeance of Chucky commentary. I've never done a commentary over a video. This is my first time. I know Nightmare's done it multiple times. I was going to watch one of his commentaries to kind of get, thing, but I'm just kind of going to do my own thing. So, and I was going to do this, like, over a green screen or something, make it different, but I don't have time. Because I do have a Chuck's the News coming out, so all of you people that's been wanting Chuck's the News, you're getting one this week. But yeah, we're going to do a commentary over this. Pretty much you're going to learn everything that should have been in it and kind of find out why, like, I'm going to talk about some of the mistakes I made and stuff like that. And yeah, so let's get right into the... So let me kind of give you some context on the beginning. So the beginning kind of just starts out, right? Like Chucky's just standing there. How did he get there? Why is he there? Well... Actually, it wasn't supposed to start out like this. If you go back in the bloopers of this, there's I think it's halfway through the bloopers. You see a scene where me and my cousin are sitting on a couch playing a game, and then we pretend to hear a knock, and then we go open the door. We go out on the back porch. Chucky runs inside. That's originally how it was supposed to go, but I changed it to where we're sitting, and so basically it was supposed to start out, Chucky runs up the driveway, which I did record, but it got corrupted, and I didn't have time to re-record it, so I didn't add it. And then Chucky was supposed to run up the driveway, come knock on the door. Me and my cousin are playing a game. We never got to record that because of scheduling issues and, stuff like that. And then we go open the door. Obviously Chucky ran back outside, and then I see that it's getting dark because we've been playing Fortnite or whatever. And because when we walk out, we were talking about Fortnite, like, oh my god, Fortnite, that kill. And basically, I realized how dark it is, and I was like, oh shit, dude, we're supposed to have a fire. So we walk outside, Chucky's hiding there, the cat's there, the cat was just randomly there. I was hoping the cat would look over, so that it would make it look like someone's actually there. That would have been cool. And, we walk outside, Chucky runs in, nada. So, it obviously changed a lot, but I have decided that I think in episode 2, I'm going to do a flashback. Like, maybe I ask, like, why were you just sitting out there, and then it shows a flashback of him running and everything. So, I might do that. So, let's keep going. So, if you're wondering, what I did was right when I got off the frame, right when I got out, I ran across and grabbed the camera as fast as I could. The reason why it looks like that there's a cut is because originally he was just going to be standing still, but I wanted to add some movement. If you can look, there is like movement in the camera. One thing you should know is a lot of these scenes were filmed like 5 months ago, and then some of them were filmed a week before this was released. So obviously there's like my hair was longer in some scenes, and some scenes some stuff is moved. I tried to go back and look at the old footage to kind of put everything back in place. But, and the intro is expired by Blood Buddies. I kind of wish the text could have been a little bit more, like, cool than just it coming down, but, I did what I did. Now, originally, I wanted to do a scene where we're having a campfire and Chucky, like, shows up behind us or something, but, like, we don't know that. But, it never made it in. I never even, like, recorded it, just because we never even got the fire started. But yeah, we come in. If you look in the bloopers, we had to do this, like, 10 times because we kept laughing. And originally, if you look in the bloopers, there's a whole different scene of this when we walk in. And the acting was just so bad that we had to redo it. So I tried to think of a way that we could do it in a different way. So if you go and watch the bloopers, there's a lot of deleted scenes where you can kind of see, how much it changed. Yeah, he looks at the camera, so he kind of, yeah, so I kind of told him to just, like, try to be as, like, just try to act as good as you can, and he gave us that, which I actually think is pretty funny, so my acting here is a little bad. I could have, probably wrote the script a little bit better, because this kind of doesn't make sense, but, it is what it is. My birthday is coming up in a few months. Yeah, but maybe she got you a cookie though. Maybe she thought we left, and, like, she's put it there, but she didn't... Because in the story, I actually didn't think about Grandma's part in it, and in the second episode, you're kind of, like, get Grandma's part. So Grandma does live here. And I have to write that in after saying that. So I did write her where she lives here. So in the second episode, you kind of like know her fate, I guess. Because a lot of you are probably like, well, if your grandma lives with you and Chucky like knocked you out or whatever, isn't your grandma gonna come in and see you? Blah blah blah. So I kind of figured that out. So some of you might be confused why there's a Chucky. Like, you know, Chucky is obviously a movie character, and then there's this Chucky. And all I have to say is, that's not Chucky. Like, that's not Brad Dourif Chucky. That's not, like, the movie Chucky. And that's, like, the whole plot twist with this, is to find out who he really is. And in the second episode, you find out who he is. So, don't worry. There's a whole reason why. It's like, you know, there's a whole reason. Yeah, yeah, that was originally supposed to be cut as a blooper, but when I was editing, I was like, you know what? I want some comedy in this. So, and I don't know. Here's how I like thought of it. When you act, you know, obviously this takes place in like our universe. This doesn't take place in the Child's Play universe. This takes place in our universe. So technically, this is supposed to be just a regular video. You know what I mean? Like, it's not supposed to be like, you know, oh, you know, like I'm supposed to just be myself, basically. And that is something that me and my cousin, or I would say. I hope you kind of got what I just said. Yeah. So if you watch the okay, I'm pausing and talking a lot. This would be like a 30-minute video. Sorry, but. If you look in the bloopers, I did like tell him like a lot of people, like some people thought it was funny how he looked back. Some people texted me and was like, when they're talking about it, and be like, you know, why did you make him do that? I guess I did it in a way where it's like he kind of like he doesn't trust it. You have to look at it as, oh, you know, my birthday's coming up. Why would grandma leave it there? If it was a birthday present and my birthday was in a few months, why would she leave it there? So him looking back is like. Him, like, you know, he's not supposed to be there. He is, like, you know, he knows he didn't put it there. He knows grandma did not put it there. He knows something's up. He knows that it's not supposed to be there. So he's just looking back like he doesn't trust it. You know what I mean? I actually didn't hear him say that. Because I actually left the room when he was recording that. And, that, I just left it in because I thought it was funny. You know, he kind of turned around, like, there's no way that no one would have seen the Chucky doll move right here, you know, there was a cut there, I never even noticed that, but yeah, obviously, you know, he should have seen the doll, but, I don't know, it kind of makes it a little bit more tense, you know what I mean, like, he barely didn't see him, it's like, whoa. Yeah, this is just to kind of, like, show you more that, like, you know, this is obviously not in the Chucky universe. And then I chose this music because that's Chucky doll music. It's like dun, dun, dun. It's like, you know, that's Child's Play 2 kind of music. Don't you lie, cross your heart and hope to die. A lot of people like, why was there just why was there just a cut there? Listen to it. Like if you don't get this scene, listen to what I'm like. If you know that Chucky doll song, just listen. That last word that I cut out, geez, that, you know, cross your heart and hope to die. It's supposed to tell you like, oh, he just died. You know, the whole thing is that after this, you never see him again. Everyone thought, you know, so it's like, is he dead? Is he not dead? You know, it's like, you know, and, you know, people were wondering like, how was Chucky able to like drag him? Seed of Chucky. How did Chucky get all those bodies in the closet? Towards the end, when Chucky hit on the door and all those bodies fell out, how did Chucky get all those bodies in the closet? That's what I was kind of thinking when I was filming that, was if anyone says, there's no way Chucky should be able to move him, see the Chucky. How is he able to get 3 bodies in that closet, or 2? How? Because even though he's an adult, I think he has his human strength. So, try to debunk that, bitch. Because originally, it kind of changed a lot. Originally, you know, it was supposed to be like those notes that start appearing around the house, like, oh, you're gonna die, I'm gonna get my revenge, and then it's supposed to be like months and months after. Don Mancini, please do not be mad at me that I said faggot. That's just something that Chucky would say. Yeah, if you look at the bloopers, originally I talked to Chucky and I'm like, you have a potty mouth. And did you get that from your mother? So, this scene, I really wanted to do a scene where I'm on the phone and I turn on, like, I take a picture or whatever, and you see Chucky in the background, like, by me. And I didn't really know how to go about it with what I had. And I kind of had to figure out. And it's kind of hard to see. And some of you might be like, well, how come, you know, Josh didn't hear him, you know, walking? There's that little space between the couch and that, like, table. How did he get through there? How did he not see him? I kind of didn't really think about that. I just wanted to do a scary, like, scene. And I could have did it better, but, you know, it is what it is. Next day. I actually forgot to add a TV effect, but, you know. And then there's no effect on the phone when the phone starts ringing, so I kind of forgot that. Oh, one thing I completely forgot was Nightmare pointed this out. When Chucky runs inside, you clearly see Chucky right there. I don't know how it slipped by me. Don't know how it happened. Just did. Oh, and I also made a mistake. His shoe's not off. I just noticed that. His shoe's off. God damn it, Josh. Now, the one thing that Nightmare kind of said is it would have been cool if I made his eyes, you know, turn and everything. And I did think about that. But I couldn't figure out a way to do it. I just couldn't. Yeah, I don't know why I put that cut there. Yeah, so if you all watched the first ever teaser, this changed dramatically. Originally, I was supposed to go up to the door, I open the door, and Chris's body comes out. And then that's where I hear the footsteps in the background, I turn around, and he's gone. And then that's where it starts. But I changed it because think about it. If you see a dead body, your first thought is not going to be to go find a doll that just disappeared and then go in the bathroom, wash your face, say you're going. It just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So I had to change it. And I think that this works a lot better where, you know, just where the, you know, and I really love this hair effect where it's like, you know, and then he, like, you know, moves, obviously. I open the door and the bat comes out. And it kind of gives you that suspense of, like, you thought Chris was going to come out. You thought it was going to be Chris, but it wasn't. It was the bat. And he knows the bat was not in there before. He knows it was not there. So, but he never noticed. You know, I probably should have added something where I was kind of like, earlier in the video, like, wasn't there a bat there? And then it's kind of like I shrug it off. I should have added that, but I didn't. But it's like, you know, another joke. Did you... So, you know, I'm foreshadowing again, like, oh, did you do that, Chucky? And then this is all one shot. So, originally, it was all one shot where I go put the bat, I turn around, Chucky's not there. It was originally all one shot. Except I had no one to move the doll. So, what I did was, and I'll show you. Now, watch it. Watch the, so, see how it cuts? Right there. Originally, what I did was I would do this, right, and then I paused it, and then what I did was I cut it, I went and moved the doll, went back, started recording right at this point, and then moved the camera, and then I, like, faded the lines between it so that it looked like it was all one scene, so it looked like I moved without the camera cutting off, and it would have made it more like, holy shit, he actually moved, you know. But the problem I had was for some reason the lighting changed. I don't know why, but the lighting on the wall changed. That's not normal. So I tried to do my best acting here. So you might be wondering, well, Chris has been gone all day. Why would you say Chris? Why would Chris still be in the house? Well, kind of like the whole Chris looking back at the doll. Think of it like this. A doll just disappeared. Okay, your cousin disappeared. He's pretty much missing. You know, you don't understand why. It's unlike him to just, you know, leave like that. Your brain is not going to be like, especially in my, this takes place in all world where Chucky is a fiction, he's not real. You know what I mean? So your brain is not going to go, holy shit, Chucky's real. You know what I mean? Like, so my first thought obviously going to be, and I know my grandma didn't do it. So my first thought is going to be, oh shit, Chris is still here. He's just been hiding. He's trolling me. He's pulling a prank on me. You know what I mean? Like, he's the one that put, like, to me now, at this moment, it's like, he put the doll there. He set all of this up. He's trolling me. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? Your first thought is not going to be, oh my god, Chucky's alive. You know what I mean? So, like, of course I'm going to think, oh, Chris hid in the house. You know, when I was in the shower. He put the doll there. He put the note there. He's trolling me. He's making me think he's alive. It's probably for a video prank. At this moment, that's what I'm thinking. And it's kind of like in the first Child's Play. Some people did not think it was the doll. Some thought it was Andy. You know, is Chucky gonna come out of nowhere and hit me with a bat? You know, like in Child's Play 1, when the detective was looking under the bed and then Chucky, I thinking about it now, I probably would have done that, but, you know, the bat's over there, Chucky obviously ran over there, would have not worked. Now, right here, you can see Chucky in the background. I know, I messed up. Originally, I actually cut out all of the parts that Chucky wasn't. The only part I didn't know was in the beginning when he was running to the couch. But I originally cut out all of the parts where you see Chucky in the background, but I guess it reset when it was like windowing. Now right here when the music cuts out, I actually didn't mean for the music to be cut out. That was actually an accident. I replaced the music and I forgot to put the new music in. So this was an accident, but Nightmare actually kind of liked it, so people liked the silence. So, and then you can see my cousin's leg right there in the background. But yeah, it's kind of a little, you know, quiet, but bam. Now originally this was longer, where I look under, like where the cat litter is, I go look under that shelf, I look behind the door, but I didn't add that. Now, let me kind of give you some context on this. So one, my hair is slicked back, so I kind of messed up on that. Two, originally I had the rapper 6ix9ine run across the screen. I knew that I wanted Chucky to run across the screen, but I didn't know how. I couldn't find a Chucky, like, you know, I was going to use the scene from Child's Play 1 where he runs across the door and Maggie looks back, but there's a lamp in the couch in the way, so parts of his body were cut off, so it wouldn't look right. So, I found a video, a green screen of rapper 6ix9ine running across the screen. And I made him small, I kind of blurred him out, and then I used that. But then I found a Chucky green screen of, you guessed it, the Chucky game. So yeah, there you can see the game, you know. I kind of blurred him out to kind of make him, you know. Oh my fucking. Alright, so here I am. Like, 6 hours later. I actually had to crop this because the bathroom light was off, but it's supposed to be on. So that's why it's kind of like cropped. Now, if you, oh my god, do not be, god damn it. If you actually listen, you can tell that I put the audio like in the video. But originally, my phone was Spotify on my phone and I had it on my computer. So what I did was I had the Chucky song on my phone, and then in this scene, my hand is on the play button, and when I let go, it starts playing the song on my computer, so it actually seems like he was at my computer. But the problem, what happened was, the video and audio got corrupted. I don't know why these videos got corrupted, they just did. I had like multiple files get corrupted, and I had to do a lot of reshoots. But when I redid this, like what I did was I recorded this, okay, you know, and Lucky, pleased to meet you, call me Chucky, and then I had the camera over there, and then over there, and obviously, like, the song, I had to, like, stop it, move the camera. So what I should have done was just come over there, like with the camera, just come over there, right? Play the song, and then walk towards the computer, and then just use that audio clip to overlap this video. If you didn't understand any of that, then I'm sorry, but try to. One mistake also is the green screen's up, and after I recorded this, it actually fell. So later on, I think at the end, you can see that the green screen's down. So till the very end, and if you can see, Chucky's walking past there. So obviously, Chucky turned on the music, went under the desk, and then he goes and gets on the couch, as you see. I look up, and I wanted to keep that look in because I thought it was funny. I was gonna reshoot it, but I was like, that's okay. That's okay. Now the music here is a little overdone, but I was running out of music, and I kind of just had to use it. So. But it kind of like gives you that oomph, like, oh shit, dude, the doll's alive. Like, that's when I was like, oh shit. Now, the camera's actually a little to the side. That's why it looks like I'm not directly looking at the camera. I should have just moved the doll and, like, put the camera, but I tried to. I don't know why, but I like that the fan is on. For some reason, that makes it more creepy. Does it, like, make it, like, creepier to you guys? Like, I don't know why. But the fan just makes it creepier to me. I don't know why. Now, if you listen to the audio, this is straight from what Maggie says in Child's Play 1 before she gets hit by the hammer. And if I had a hammer, I would have used it, but I couldn't find a hammer at the time, so I just used the bat. But, you know, it's funny because, you know, at the end of the movie, he hits Andy with the bat and says, batter up, and then that's what Nightmare says. So, and that wall's really dirty. But, yeah, so this is exactly from Maggie's line, and pretty much what I do is what happens to Maggie. Instead of falling out of a window, I hit my head on a wall and get knocked out.
What is wrong with me?
Yeah, I don't know why, but the audio, like, for some reason cuts out. Batter up. Oh, gets knocked out. Now, funny story about the blood that's on my head. It was a nightmare doing that. Because when I was putting it on my head, it got in my eye. And the instructions on the bottle said, at all costs, do not get it in your eye. Like, at all. Like, apparently, like, you have to go to a hospital or whatever. And when I squirted it on there, for some reason, it completely went, instead of going straight on my head, it just, like, instead of going this way, it just went that way. And it went straight in my eye, like, my eyelash. And I closed my eye immediately so it wouldn't get in my eye. So I was just trying to walk to the bathroom with my eye closed. And I don't know how to open one eye. So I had to have both eyes closed. And I was just like trying to like find the bathroom and everything. And it took me like 20 minutes to get it off my face. And it was a nightmare, honestly. And you can see, you can't see my body there. Like I did try to edit it where he like, you know, but the way I had him in the middle of the couch, if I would have moved the camera more to the right, it would have not made any sense. It was like, well, he was in the middle. Why is he all the way to the right now? But I could have wrote it to like, you know, oh, he grabbed the bat, so he had to go to the right. But I was just rushing so much, I didn't really care. And then there you go. Done, done, done. Well, I guess we're gonna have to call you dead, dude, then. If you look at the camera, though, this is not a cut. The thing between Chucky, watch. That's not a cut. For some reason, it zoomed out. Like, for some reason, I had it zoomed in, and it just zoomed out. So, that's why it did that. It wasn't a cut. It just zoomed out. And then his mouth, it actually wasn't hard. It's just time-consuming. And I really rushed it, so that's why you can kind of see, like, it's not very good. But it was my first time ever doing it, and I rushed it. It was only like a few seconds, so I was like, no one's really going to care. But the second episode, I am going to have to spend probably days doing it. Like, I did this in like 20 minutes. So imagine the second episode where he's talking the whole time. It's going to take days just to do the talking part. So, it's going to suck. At first, I was going to do it while I do my mouth and put it over his, but that would just look weird, so I got to do it like this. So, yeah. So, I hope you guys like that. But, basically what I did was I overlaid a black screen over it, and then I basically crunched the black to just be on his mouth, and then I had to go every frame and move it around his teeth. Like I had to like shape it around his teeth and everything, and I had to move it every second. And that's why, like, you know, I didn't do it every second. I did it every 5 seconds. That's why for some of the, like, if you watch, that's why it looks kind of weird, because I did it every 5 seconds, not every second. So, you know, next episode I'll probably do it every like 3 seconds, because honestly it'll take so long. Because imagine a 15-minute video, and let's say 10 minutes of that is on Chucky's face, and I have to make his mouth move. It took me 20 minutes just to do that, and that wasn't even doing my best. So it's going to take days and nights, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then I didn't really know what to do for the outro, so I did the shoe, I did this little Chucky spinning effect, and then I did kind of like what Nightmare does with his, and like, you know, written by and everything. So I am going to try to release it by Halloween. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get the script done the next few weeks, and I'm going to try starting production on it by the end of this month. And hopefully it will only take me a few weeks to do it. I think the one thing that might be an issue is Nightmare, because I know that he has a lot of projects coming up, and I don't know if he'll have time to do Chucky's voice. So if I have to, I will push it back if I have to. You know, I have to give Nightmare his space to do his thing. So, you know, if he has time to do it, like maybe one day he can do some of the lines, and then, you know, whatever. So hopefully I can get a teaser out by next month. But no promises, because my life's kind of crazy. It should have been out a lot sooner. It should have been out the beginning of June, but I just wasn't working on it, and I was like having thoughts about how I can fix the story and everything. So, you know, but I'm glad you guys liked it. You know, episode 2 will be really intense. A lot of people might even get emotional. I hope you guys, you know, keep on killing it, and I'm gonna be uploading some stream highlights the next few weeks, and I'm going to upload a Chuck's the News pretty soon. Get the script done. I'm still working on Bates Family too. And then, see, the only reason why I might have to push this back is I'm about to hit 1 million views. So I got to make a video about that. And then I'm about to hit 2,000 subs. And I got to upload Bates Family. So Bates Family is very time consuming. Especially this episode. Because each of them, like, one of them doesn't have a beard. And one of them does. And one of them has a mustache. So I kind of got to finish all the lines and scenes with them with it. And then, you know, do all the lines without it. So it's very time consuming. And then I got to start working on the 1 million sub and everything. So I probably won't even be able to start till like sometime next month. So hopefully you guys can understand. But yeah, I'm going to go. Hope you guys enjoyed, and love you all. Keep on killing it.
I'm Chucky. You want to play? Hell yeah, I like to wear overalls. You got a problem? I'll put your body all over walls. What? That's everywhere. I ain't talking Converse, but Chuck's everywhere. Yeah. They say that I'm small, but I'm big where it counts. I'm a fly-ass ginger, 2'5", and I'll still kill you with a finger, mother.